Agriculture on the move.
Agricole mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole en mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole en mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole en mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole mouvement.
Agriculture on the move.
Agricole en mouvement. Lucia, and welcome to the program Agriculture on the Move. My name is Philip Sidney, your host. Today we will be discussing the coconut industry in St. Lucia, where we were, where we are today. A lot has happened, and of course a lot will continue to happen. The government has been giving a lot of assistance to the farmers in St. Lucia. This year, a lot is happening this year, I can tell you. Just yesterday, we were giving out lime to the banana farmers and plantain farmers. And of course, on Friday, they'll be giving out lime to the vegetable farmers. So a lot is happening. Water tanks have been given to vegetable farmers and also the livestock farmers. Today with me is Mr. Julian Cauldron, better known as Bull, my good partner, who everybody know Bull. And of course, he's the managing director of the JKLM products. And that has to do with coconut products. Welcome to the program, sir.
Welcome, sir. Thank you.
You know, and you all have to know that Mr. Cauldron, and he's not the only one in the business. The brain behind the person behind the financier of the business is his wife.
Monica Cauldron.
Monica Cauldron. Yeah, that's a good team. Good team. Yeah, man. So, before we get into the coconut industry, where we began, what got you into this business?
We started as a cottage industry. To
Right.
tell you the honest truth, I've given that story, but I retired from government and
Right.
construction, and I was looking for something else to do. I had done construction for a long, long time, so I didn't want to go back into construction field. And I mean, if I got a little job on the side, I would
still
take
do it. Yes, yes,
but then,
yes.
I needed something to do, so we were looking at ghost kitchens and different things that, I mean, I don't know if you understand what ghost kitchen is. And then afterwards, well, I was doing some training
Right.
in terms of culinary arts. And one time I had to do some presentation in terms of knife skills. So I was using onion, garlic, and everything chopping up. And it came about that when I finish, I package everything and I say these things can sell.
Right.
You know, they have the ability to sell. They have the potential to sell. So I spoke with my wife, and we spoke to an individual who was in the business already doing macaroni and whatnot, Andrew, Winners Chow.
Yes.
You know, so I spoke to him. Andrew Felician is his name. I spoke with him, and he told me, well, Bull, start with the coconut.
Okay.
And evolved from there.
Wow.
And actually, he actually gave me my first client.
Okay.
You know, so he said, okay, start with the coconut. And he brought me, and my first buyer was Cardas. Let's put it that way. So I have to give props to Cardas for that.
Right.
Yeah, and they have stayed with me until today.
So what products did you do for Cadas?
At the time, we were doing the shredded ones.
Okay.
We were doing the shredded coconuts. I think at one time, everybody was doing the grated coconut.
Right.
And it was kind of soggy, making the turnover soggy, and I introduced the shredded coconut, and that made a difference. But I must say, from the time I started until now, Cadas has been there with me.
Yeah, wow, very good, very good. But let's go back a bit, because I think people need to know, especially young people should know about the coconut industry in St. Lucia. At one time, it was a thriving industry. You remember the coconut oil, the soaps, and what is to be done in Soufre. I'm sure you remember that.
Yeah, man. There was a time when coconut was basically a backyard thing.
Yes.
Everybody have a tree in their backyard. When they're ready, they can get a coconut, because you find you will get coconuts every month. You'll get a coconut tree drop in a bunch. So
Definitely.
you have coconut year round. You can all time drink a coconut.
Correct.
Then there was the oil factory in Soufre. So now you got a little industry coming up where people were producing coconut. A lot of the time, the farmers used to use the coconut tree to demarcate their property.
Yes. On the boundaries, there's a plant coconut. Yes, on the perimeter.
The perimeter, to demarcate their area. But then again, they had those. It was a side business for a lot of them.
Yes.
So there was the copra factory. They take the coconuts, they sell it to the copra factory to make the oils. Then that collapsed.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Yes, that's the problem. But you know, one of the reasons why the industry collapsed was you had a lot of intercropping with bananas and coconuts.
Yeah.
So when the banana industry went under, so to speak, you find that the coconut went under too, because when you applied fertilizer to the bananas, the coconuts are getting it, and the yields were there. So right now the coconut trees are just they're pure stand on their own in the bush, not being catered for. You
have to nurture coconut.
You have to any plant that you're getting a crop from, you have to nurture it.
You know, because a lot of St. Lucians a lot of us believe that you just take a coconut and you put it in the ground and you leave it there. You will not get the yield that you're looking for from it.
Exactly.
You know the amount of coconuts per bunch. Because normally your coconut would give you 15 to 20 per bunch, and it would give you a bunch a month, because it's according to the moon cycle. Right. You know, so you would probably get about 150 to 200 coconuts in a year from a tree, if it is nurtured. But if it's not nurtured and you allow it to get the beetles and get the sicknesses, you won't get nothing from it.
In fact, there was a survey done after COVID. We have approximately 1,600 farmers in coconuts, and then we also have approximately about what? I think it's either 80-something thousand acres in coconuts, you know.
Yeah, but you see...
But they're spread all over, eh?
All over, And farmers have to take coconut as an industry.
Correct.
Coconuts is like a side business for them, you know. And the advent of the coconut water now springing up. You have a lot of people selling coconuts all over the place. No one knows the farmers. That's side money.
That's side money. Exactly. Because the primary thing was the copra. There's no more. So they had to get something else to do with it. You understand? So you find the water industry take off. And it's a huge industry now, eh?
And we have to be careful how we do it. We have to be careful how we go with that industry.
Exactly.
They have to have controls over that industry. Because you have people selling coconut water all over the place.
Boy, and that is...
You know, you have people picking coconuts everywhere, and they're handling of the coconuts in what they carry the coconuts.
Correct.
You know, how they serve people the coconuts.
Right.
The utensils they use, so that has to be regulated. I mean, people will not like it.
Yeah, but that's a fact.
But that's a fact.
It's a fact. Even the nuts by the by the market overnight. I mean, cashews have endless rodents, my bro. You know, and you'll see, you know, leptospirosis is high on the agenda.
You know, sometimes I go by the market and I see the way they sell the coconuts and the way they bottle it, and you know, they have them strainer and all them funnels, but you're looking at the health factor, you're looking at the health safety, what is happening. You know, I don't want to criticize any much, but I can just tell you that a lot of it, they have to have controls over it. And the farmers now have to know what they're doing, because they have to take people's safety into consideration.
I mean, it's a livelihood for them.
Yes.
But boy, it has to be done right. It has to be done right. And you'll hear a lot of people tell you that they're not buying a bottled coconut, period. I mean, there is this negativity about...
Well, you hear the stories about it,
you know. So I you know, but, you know, but there's an industry. There is for
there's a
water
industry. there is a lot of opportunities in the coconut.
Definitely.
There's a lot of opportunities.
Yeah,
Okay. A lot of us cut down coconut trees, yes, but the coconut trunk can do a lot.
A lot. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
The jelly coconuts, you sell it, and all the husk, the shell and whatnot. You can do what you can do with the husk.
You can make coals in the husk.
No, that's the shell.
The shell,
but
yes.
But the husk, you can do rope, you can do mats.
Oh yes,
you can
and
do everything.
But years ago they used to use it for mattress making.
Mattress making. You can you're right.
I never forget that.
That is pretty a lot,
bro. But just yesterday we were talking about that with a friend of mine last night, and then you know what I remembered also after. I mean, yes, the mattress, coconut going through the thing.
Yeah.
But then, you forget pinais.
Yeah, pinais was another part.
In the crevices of the. I mean, I cried.
Yeah, but coconut has an industry.
It has an industry.
You can make mats. You can make cord.
A lot.
Out of that, they have people making what you call it. There's the thing for the plants. Because
yes.
the fiber that's holding out of water.
I know. Yeah, you can make that. That's what we. In fact, there was a gentleman we wanted to go into that. I'm trying to get the name of them for it. Yeah, but it's coming, right? Yeah. And use it as a root medium, for plants. So if you're doing your potted plants or you're doing your seedlings, you can
because a lot of people use it and they say they use it for aquarium. This type of plant, what it is that they use?
I know what you're talking about. Yes. And they use it for that too. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can use it for all kinds of plants.
Anthurium lilies.
Yes. Because it holds in water.
It maintains the moisture.
It maintains the moisture in the ground, in the soil.
So there's a lot of uses, and I believe we can, do a lot.
The coconut shell, the shell now, the shell. Because you can use that shell. Right now, coconuts is actually into cosmetics.
Right.
Coconut is a health issue right now. It's a healthy product right now. Unlike the days before, they didn't see it as a health product, but there's a lot of things being done health-wise with coconut, the cosmetics, the oils, the different thing that they do with the coconuts, And then now you have the shells which you can use. You can use coconut briquet with it.
Right.
Like coals.
Right.
I mean, as much as the coconut shell on its own will burn faster than normal coal.
Right.
But if you make it and you put it as a briquet, it gives more heat than the regular coal.
Okay.
And it is more control. But then that is another area where people can make money with.
That's right.
Can make money out of it.
Yeah.
You have the shells that you can do craft with. But do our young men have the skills to do the craft?
Right.
You know how much coconut shell I throw?
Yep.
I mean, I can't do it all. Had I the place and the facilities to do it, I would have probably go into the coconut charcoal.
Okay.
Or the coconut powder.
Right.
But because of this, it has to be done in a controlled environment because it gives out smoke. It's just like making coals.
Right.
And you hear people complain about where you make coals and what it gives out. So
Correct.
You have to have an area. Had I someplace like that, I'd probably make use of it.
But you know what has happened after the factory in Soufrière went boom? People now became more industrious, and they decided to do the virgin coconut oil.
Yeah.
I know a lot of, if you go in supermarkets now, and a lot of people are doing a lot of stuff.
No, there's a lot of stuff.
And like you mentioned a while ago, in the cosmetics, right? People are using coconut when it comes to massaging, for soaps and the whole thing. It has been done, it's there, The problem is, I don't know what's happening now, in the sense that for whether we are getting enough dry coconut to do what you want to do.
There is enough in the market for now. Let's put it that way for now.
Okay.
I'm kind of lucky because I need the dry coconuts. That's what I need. Okay, now, my experience is that the water coconuts are the shorter trees.
Right.
So you find perennial nasani, or people kick it up and whatnot. It's easier for the shorter trees for them to take it. It's more difficult for the Atlantic tall and Pacific tall.
Right.
Because they're very tall. They can go up to 100 feet, 80 feet, 100 feet. So people don't really take the risk in climbing it. So you have to wait until the coconut drops.
Yes.
And when the coconut drop, it is ready for my use.
Right. But as I mentioned that, what comes to mind? I remember buying coconuts at 25 cents and 50 cents a coconut. Right now, what is this? $2?
If you go, because I buy in bulk, I buy in
No,
bulk.
I'm talking about the jelly, the water nuts, eh?
Oh, the water nuts.
Yeah.
No, that you get $2 for coconut.
Yeah.
You get $2, sometimes $2.50.
$2.50.
The sellers don't want to sell you a coconut now. They want to sell you a bottle.
But the thing is, I'm trying to find out why the increase, because they're not caring for the tree.
They're not caring.
You're not fertilizing the tree.
Almost everything. Almost everything. The mango. You look at the mango. You look at the.
And you don't know
pear,
exactly.
You know, it's the same thing.
And they
all
want
over.
to increase. I mean, I understand for transportation because gas has gone up and stuff like that. But I mean,
It's demand and supply.
Yes.
It's demand and supply. Everybody into it, so everybody see they can make a money. Let's put it that way. The money they want to make. Yeah, you know, and they dig out the eye of the regular man. You know, but I mean, a lot of them too do own farms.
that's pretty lasting. That's another.
Well, as to where they get it from, you can't tell because they have some farmers that sell. It's just like me. I get my coconut from farmers. They have their plantation. You know, there's another guy. There's a guy I get coconuts from in the Lucia area.
Right.
But what he does, he sells coconut water.
Okay.
But when he goes, he buys his tree, and so whatever on the trees is.
Right.
You know, so he pick jelly and he pick dry, and I get my dry.
Okay.
So
So you do not have a problem in getting dry coconuts
For now.
for now. Okay. Moving forward, what other, apart from the shredding of the coconut you do, what else? What other products do you do?
Okay, we do coconut flakes, where you dry the coconut. We do the coconut flakes. There has not been a big demand for it because we have tried it, and like I said, there's not been a
So what's your product that sells more on the market?
the grated cells does well in the supermarket. Also the shredded, but the shredded does better in the bakeries. I think I sell for almost all the bakeries in Cassius, let's put it that way.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, Cadas had stuck with me, and I have to give them that. I have to give them credit for that. They stuck with me from the time I started until now.
Okay. I know you have to go through some process, vetting and all kind of thing at your factory. Okay. How did you get there? I mean, in terms of getting certified.
Perseverance.
Yes.
Perseverance. Let's put it that way. Okay. When I started, I wanted to put a good product out. I knew nothing in food safety. So I first went for training in Bureau of Standards. And through OECS, the bureau up there, so I did some training there. And then there was this project, agriculture project that they have with the ITC. And I think they were doing a survey of the cottage industries that they had. And because I was aligned with CEDU on one of these places, I think I got selected as an individual to go and do the training. So I did a lot of training with them.
Okay.
I did a lot of training in terms of good manufacturing processes and how to documentation. Basically, I'm HACCP certified.
Oh, that's what I'm coming to.
I'm HACCP certified. Okay, because it was rigorous training. It was a lot of work to be done. But again, it is all in the effort to have a safe product. It was all in the effort to have a safe product so that people can consume and you know that your product is safe for them. There'll be no mishaps personally.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a lot of training. It was hard work. I had to leave here to go to different islands. I went as far as Dominican Republic.
Okay.
To do training with ITC.
Okay.
You know, I did a stint in Grenada because of the program they used to do it in different islands. So they would bring people from one island to the next and you travel as groups to get it done. And ICA, there was part of that program too.
Okay.
And then afterwards, at the end of the project, one of the things that they wanted us to do, especially us to get certified. So they encouraged us to go for it and they assisted us.
Okay.
In getting certified. And because to get HACCP certified, you have to pay a lot of money just for your audit.
Okay.
It's a lot of money to pay just to get the audit.
Okay.
But then they paid part of it. I had to pay the rest. And I had to do everything that was necessary in the workshop, in the factory per se.
Okay.
to get certified.
Okay. Okay.
You know, it entails a lot. It entails washing walls, being able to put walls where it can be washed weekly.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
You know, some of the requirements to get there is that your junction between your floor and your wall not supposed to be square.
Okay.
Because they look at you sweeping there, you cannot take out all
everything
that
in
is
the crevices.
there. In the crevices.
Yes.
So you have to have it slanted shape, like so. If you sweep or you mop, everything comes out.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
You know, you pest control is another thing that is important to them. They look for that. They take that seriously. You know, so you have to make sure that your factory is void of pests and insects and whatnot.
Okay. Okay.
You know, you have to be able to keep records.
Okay.
So all of that, being HACCP certified will tell you, you have to go through all of that. Actually, I'm right now have a recall process.
What's that?
That if I send my product to a supermarket and somebody says, or bakery, and somebody says there's a bad, the coconut is bad,
it's going bad,
then I have to, I can be able to retrace it, which batch it was in,
and then recall
that batch.
Wow. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good.
It was not an easy process. It's not an easy process, and you have to do that every day.
Okay.
You have to document everything every day, and your records have to show that the next time the auditor comes to your place.
How often they come to your place?
You don't know.
Okay. Your equipment. How were you able to get your equipment to procure them? And of course, did you get any, government give you any assistance in that regard?
No. I first started the normal way.
Okay.
The only piece of equipment I had was the one to grate, processing. You know, it was a RoboCoupe that I got, and again, I will mention the gentleman. He was the one that lent it to me at the time, Andrew Phyllis here. So I used to use the RoboCoupe and take out the coconut by hand and whatnot. At that time, we didn't really even know the processes.
Okay.
You know, and that's where all the training came in. You know, and then afterwards, through training, through studies, doing research, you realize that they have different pieces of equipment to do what has to be done. And you ordered it. A piece of equipment took me 6 months to come from India to here.
Wow. Wow.
I have a piece of equipment that came from Sri Lanka. You know, we have the coconut, shell remover that takes out the shell on the coconut. So you no longer have to bust it and whatnot. It takes out the shell and the coconut. That one came from India.
All right.
Okay, you have a dehusker that when you get the coconut with the husk, you can easily take it out of it. We have that. It's not mechanical, it's manual, but it's easier than, more efficient than the way we use. There is also where we take out the brown part, like to this one, that's the white, where we take out what you call the tester on the back of the coconut, the brown part of the coconut.
Okay. So you get it totally white.
You get it totally white. So if you notice, they have the little brown things in it, and this one is totally white. You know. So there you do down black on and cuckoo.
So each product here has its use.
Yes.
Okay, so the one with the plain white, what is it used for?
You see, the plain white, you can use it for two uses. You do it, people do tamarind coconut balls, and people do whatnot, they color it.
Yes.
So because it is colored, because it is white, it can take the color in and do your coconut balls in different colors that you want it to.
Okay.
You know, now the grated is better, in my opinion, is better if you're doing cakes and whatnot.
Okay.
You do coconut cakes and whatnot because it's grated, it mixes with the flour and whatnot. The shredded one that we do is, you use it for milk. You can do milk in all of them. All of them, you can get milk from all of them.
Okay.
But you get more milk from the shredded because the longer particles.
Okay.
You know, because you have to put water in it. Some people, you can just squeeze it and get the milk out of it, but like the real more milk, that's what you call thing. But if you do it the regular way, you put it in warm water soak, because of the longer particles in this one, you get more yield.
Okay.
Yield. You understand? So this one is more for turnovers, and what you used to call it is another one that does do pay me.
Pay me. Yes. What I remember growing up is gagesh.
Yes. Where they use the molasses.
Yes, molasses in it. Yeah. So you use a grated one, and then you use the chopped one.
Yes.
Yeah. It's stuck together.
Yeah, they've been, right now, tablet now is not what tablet
used to be. So true. Yeah.
The tablet we know was the coconut. Some people slice it, some people grate it.
Right.
You know what it is, but now, so.
Okay.
But that is still done. There's a lot of it being done still. The tablet. But again, our kids now, because of all these other things in the supermarket.
Yeah. They don't go for that anymore.
The children don't really. And again, I would not really recommend a lot for the children now because of the sweets.
Yes.
Because of the amount of sugar in it.
Yeah.
But
Staff-wise.
Okay. Well, I have staff. I have 2 persons working with me, Debbie and thing. One helps with the breaking of the coconut, and the one that's on the inside who does the processing.
Okay.
That one has to be meticulous about what she's doing and everything, and training is necessary for her. I have trained staff already that have left me.
Okay.
Because after you train them, they get the certificate, you just don't see them again.
They're on their own.
They're on their own. No, it's serious. They
that's not
they
bad.
go to work in a restaurant because now that they have a certificate in food safety, food handling.
Yes. But
So
so you're satisfied with your marketing strategies? You're getting your market well, everything. I was also told you also export, right?
yes. Okay. We just went through a rebranding again under that same project.
Okay.
Under that same project, Export St. Lucia and Ica, we went through a whole rebranding. If you notice, when we started, our labels was not like that.
Okay.
We, again, through training, you realize that people buy through the eyes.
Yes.
And we had the plain labels before, so now we put labels out, so that is eye-catching.
Beautiful. They look really eye-catching, I must say.
Yeah.
So, Bule, we're coming to the end of the program. Yeah, so as we're about to end, any final words to the public in terms of consuming your stuff?
Okay, well, all I can say, my product is a SIF product.
Great.
HACCP certified.
And you're proud of that?
And I'm proud of that. It took a lot for us to get there, but we are there.
Very good.
And I have to say thanks to my wife for
yes.
doing a lot of the work, because a lot of the people work, and even now a lot of the recording, documenting, she does it.
Well, brother, thank you very much for being here.
Yeah.
I wish you success, and I know you're going through a little trials there, but God is good.
God is good.
Keep the good work.
Respect that.
You've been watching Agriculture on the Move. Thank you for viewing the program. Remember, agriculture is our business. Eat fresh. St. Lucia's best.
Yes.
The money stays here. I'm Philip Sidney saying goodbye and see you again. Yes, I.
Agriculture on the Move.
Agricole mouvement.
Agriculture on the Move.
Agricole mouvement.
Agriculture on the Move.
Agricole mouvement.
Agriculture on the Move.
Agricole mouvement.